Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down, it's Ingram, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got Snead. Past Willie Snead all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 49 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
There you go. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? Twist. Quaker Omaha.
On second and 12, Cousins. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on second and 8. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the Ravens 20.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score. Ravens 7, Vikings 0.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11.
On second and 11 now. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 22-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 31, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Get ready.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. He finds Roberts, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more coming.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Now it's Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
36. And I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They start the drive with Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 22, Cousins. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's shown that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch tight. Tight is right. 40. First. 40. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be caught. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They come up in an offset eye. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. C.J. Ham as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Now Cook. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, first and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and that'll bring up second down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did down the numbers, there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 45 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 24 yards. Now Jackson on first down. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Pass from Jackson, complete to Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Now Jackson rolling to it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got some space here. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 45 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down the nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shamar Stephen able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Throwing is Jackson out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in the game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
48 to Mike. It's a loss of the ball. Brings up 3rd and
50. Good route here.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jalen Ferguson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Set, ready. Get the play. Short. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
First down, Baltimore.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Pick it up, G.
Mike 55. Right there.
Orbit. We don't want this. Ready.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Snead's got it. And some room to roam now. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Let's get that ball right here.
Again, Jackson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A loss of 2 there, second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cook. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now a run with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and long.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Jackson now. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, come on now. Come on.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Coverage by Anderson Dable.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. This is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens cut into that lead. One last shot for Jackson. He'll buy some time right, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
38, Ravens 22.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.